Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Mad liberTEA Party. My name is Paxton, and joining me, as always, is Mr. Sunglasses.
Yo,
And thank you for joining us this morning for another episode of the Mad Coffee Break. Thank you for joining the conversation and having some coffee with us. Today, what Mike and I are talking about is the Black Bloc. Isn't that correct, Mike?
yes, we are. It just seems like either the media or a lot of people don't really seem to know exactly what it is because, I keep hearing over and over again people associating it as if it's like just something that Antifa does. And so I thought maybe we should fucking talk about it a bit today.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, to those of you that don't know, the Bloc, and I can't fucking talk this goddamn morning. Okay, this is how we're gonna fucking do it. All right.
All right, what is Black Bloc? It is basically an it's a type of protest technique, and groups will get together to form these black bloc groups, and they will wear like all black, and they'll put masks on their faces and hoods and stuff so they can't be um identifiable and shit. And oftentimes they, not always, because they're like medical black blocs and things of that nature and stuff, more modernly, but originally they were somewhat always somewhat violent, at least, because they would do like they would attack certain types of properties, or they would um stuff like that. Like they would originally, when they first came out, or when it first came around, um was like more around the 80s and shit like that. The first time we saw it here in America, it was the 80s. And like we were using it to groups were using it to protest against the Reagan shit. And like there was looting, and there was rioting, and there was Black Bloc all involved in that. And but the thing is, like, it was when Black Bloc forms and shit, it's usually like multiple. Like, if there's a bunch of Black Bloc, you can fucking assume that there's probably multiple groups in there doing multiple things. um Black Bloc has been used by lots of different groups. Like, it's not just an Antifa thing, or a communist thing, or an ANCOM thing, or a libertarian thing, or an anarchist thing. Um, it's just something that like all protests that have gotten, like, I guess, like that extra 120% to them, they all have a tendency to they all have a tendency to do that. Fuck, I lost my fucking spot too. It's fucking awful morning. I freaking woke up just like fucking 5 minutes before the show. Sorry, y'all.
It's okay. Just be better, and then it'll be fine.
I'm trying to
Um,
get my brain back on.
yeah, I mean it's pretty synonymous, especially coming from my particular background, going over to the family gatherings and stuff like that. They just kind of automatically assume if they see some sort of protest or rally on the news, they assume it's Antifa related. It doesn't even
Yeah,
necessarily have to be at all. Like I know I've personally seen where people have associated even someone that has like 90% of black stuff and then has like a Hawaiian shirt underneath that shit.
they're
Uh,
like, oh
will
look, they're Black
associate
Bloc.
them.
That's Antifa,
Yeah.
and that's
Which,
dumb.
from my understanding, that doesn't that kind of defeat the purpose
What?
of the black bloc.
Well, yeah, no. If you were doing Black Bloc, you probably would not wear something identifying. Well, I mean, like, if you covered everything except for that, then I guess it could technically be considered Black Bloc, because like the whole purpose of the clothing is to keep from being identified as a person. So like they'd be like, some blah was black blocking, and we don't fucking know who it was.
But they could associate that with the boog, is what I'm saying.
Oh yeah, but that's there have been times when black bloc have directly associated with groups. Like you knew that they were with certain groups or from certain groups and shit like that, but you didn't know who the fuck they were as individuals, and that's the whole point. The
That
whole
just seems
point
like
is
a
to not
dangerous
be
thing to me.
identifiable. I would not, personally, I would not. Like, if I was going to go participate in anything Black Bloc, I would not wear any identifier. I wouldn't wear a patch. I wouldn't wear a fucking special shirt. I wouldn't fucking wear a special hat. I wouldn't,
Just your
like,
special helmet.
at the most, I might wear like an anonymous mask or something.
Um, yeah, but to me, the whole deal is like I feel like that's something that the feds can take distinctive, advantage of. Like if
I mean,
like
how
they
are you
could do
gonna
a black.
identify a fucking Guy Fawkes mask? You can mask
No, no,
buy
no, no,
them.
that's not what I mean. I mean they get their fucking Fed boys out there dressed up with the Black Bloc and everything, and then have because I mean we do know that does in fact happen that they
Oh yeah,
will
we do
fucking
know
dress the
that
Black
police
Bloc
and
and go
feds
out
and
there.
stuff
But
will
what
dress
I'm
like Black Bloc
saying
and go
is
out
they
there.
can do a uh, I don't know what you would call it anymore. Is it a false flag operation where they will fucking put a Black Bloc uniform on and maybe put it the Honolulu shirt underneath it just enough to like show the colors and everything, and then go shoot up a federal building, get away with it, and then they can blame the boogs.
Well, I mean, they could do that, but we don't. I don't think they've done that.
But they can. They probably will.
They usually the usual reason why the feds or the police or something will infiltrate Black Bloc is to try and identify the key figures within, or
Hmm.
to make certain that they know, or to try and figure out what the fuck the actual Black Bloc is doing so they can contain it.
So how do you
That's
know
what they
when somebody
usually
is a
do.
Fed within the Black Bloc? How are these people distinguishing that these people are in fact federal agents whenever they're in there?
Dude, I don't fucking know. Do I look like Black Bloc?
You almost, yeah, actually. You got like
Well,
your
I don't
black
fucking know.
jacket and black
Um,
fucking hat, and
Personally, like
you got
I don't.
the sunglasses going on so they can't scan your
Um,
eyes.
I've participated in Black Bloc before, but we didn't fucking have to worry about infiltrators, so I don't fucking know. And we weren't super fucking violent. We like painted public. We spray painted on like public. This is way past. This is way back in the day, so I feel okay talking about it. We like spray painted on public things and stuff like that. We didn't. I mean, but we didn't want to be identified or anything like that. So yeah, like we were super anti-police brutality even back then, and like uh, there were as far as I know there weren't any like Marxist weird whatever we're called, like as far as I'm concerned, like at this point when people say Antifa I just hear violent Marxists, because it just doesn't, it makes more sense to me, like the fucking word choice makes more sense to me because it's more accurate.
Hmm.
um But like we didn't have any fucking, as far as I'm aware, we didn't have any fucking communists with us when we were doing it. And throughout history, like it's been used by all sorts of groups, even fucking like even like non freedom groups, like fucking like white supremacy groups and shit like that. They would use Black Bloc to wreak havoc, and no one would be able to fucking tell who they fucking were. Like everybody and their damn dog has used Black Bloc. If you
Why
like,
don't we
and
use white block?
Um, probably because it's too bright.
The answer to that, Mike, is they did for a while.
No, that's called the KKK, dude.
It's white block. They wore
KKK is white
fucking
bloc.
white dresses and their white hoods and went to town
Mm,
because they were scared of being identified.
no, they weren't.
They were actually. If you fucking identified someone from that as a KKK member,
Honestly,
they would
no.
fucking attack you. That was the threat. It's threat of violence.
But
Doesn't
anyways,
make sense
like
the whole town was involved.
I tried to gather up like like the tactics of like Black Bloc and shit like that. It's fucking varied. Like some Black Bloc groups are not violent. They just don't want to be identified. Some of the like the modern incarnations of Black Bloc have gotten really fucking intense. Like they'll even like have multiple groups show up and then to do different fucking things. Like there'll be like medics, and there will be people whose job is to like make sure nobody gets fucking stepped on, and then there's like groups that like unarrest people, as in like when the cops are coming, they just like swarm around them and fucking make it to where the cops can't get to them and shit. Or like things like that. They're not always fucking violent. Sometimes they're just in opposition to the shit that's happening. More often these days we're seeing violence, and like in its beginnings it was incredibly violent, like, but as it becomes more modernized, there's been so many different uses of it. What they're doing in fucking Hong Kong, a lot of that is Black Bloc.
It seems to me like it would be everybody's goal to want to be involved in the black blocking and to be non-distinguishable, and
Oh, they don't fucking know
that's
any better. Like, I'll go out to protest and be like, and they'll be like, "Why are you wearing a mask?" And I'm like, "Oh, you fucking anti-maskers! How about you look up?" And they're like, "Oh, are those drones?" And I'm like, "Yeah." You still want to know why I'm wearing a mask?
well, I mean, at this point, it doesn't even like you don't even have to do you don't even have to be worried about like the feds or the police or anything like that. You have to be worried about other individuals. If you go to a right-leaning protest, the left is going to try to actively dox you. If you go to a
Oh
right-leaning,
no, you do need to worry about the cops, because here people were having to
can
black
you
bloc
not worry
because they
about
were
both for a
following
second?
people home.
Fucking, you
Well,
can worry
don't.
about both. But
Okay, it's
I'm also
fine,
not
but you
losing
said
the
you don't
point that
have
the
to
left
worry
are
about
doxing each
cops.
other and the right are both doxing each other. It's getting to a point where we're doing the fucking state's own service because that's exactly what they want. They want a right versus left fucking war. That is what they want. They want us to be distracted from the state. But at the end of the
Yeah,
day, if you are going to a right-leaning protest, you're going to have the police and the left doxing you. The left
yeah,
it will be working with the police essentially to dox you.
sometimes.
No, all the fucking time, whether they want to fucking admit it or not. If you're doxing other individuals because they are
Well,
going to a
no,
protest
I'm
separate
not
of
saying that
yours,
all. I'm
then
saying
you're
that
working with the police. If you're trying to dox people to actively get rid of them and to hurt their livelihood, you're working with the police because it's the same thing those fucking
no,
pigs are going to
dude.
be
I'm
doing.
saying that in some places they're not fucking doing that nonsense yet. Like
How do
where
you
I'm at,
figure?
people are not doxing each other here.
You don't even have to be there. All you have to do is have your picture taken out of protest, have it get thrown up on Twitter, and somebody that is a fucking extremist can potentially dox you. That has happened. That does
I
happen.
mean, I guess so, but shit,
We're
like,
experiencing it right now with like the Boog Boys. There's people that are not going to these protests that are just doing their fucking research, trying to find these people and try to ruin their lives, even though they're
yeah,
not right
well,
or left.
still again, I don't think any of these motherfuckers are fucking doing this shit in Arkansas. I haven't heard anything about anybody being doxxed out of Arkansas or anything like that. But like, there's certain areas that it hasn't fucking reached
Mike, I
yet.
get it.
I'm
Your
just
state
saying
is
that,
the
like,
fucking safest place in the
no,
world.
what I'm
You're always
trying to
like this.
say, no, you're not fucking listening to me. What I'm saying is that not everybody is fucking doxing people out there. It's just
Everybody is. I
fucking
don't know what the fuck you're on
extremists.
about.
No, they're not.
Everybody
There's
on
still
every
plenty of
fucking
people
side.
out there who think doxing is fucking bullshit and they don't fucking like doing it. And they won't do it and they fucking fight against people who do. It's
The
bull.
numbers of doxing are drastically growing day by
They
day.
are. They are.
It started
But I'm
off
not
with the,
gonna fucking be okay with saying that everybody's doing it. That's bull.
you know very well what I mean. If you want me to
Well,
like start pulling up the fucking statistics, we can do that. Stop being so fucking
no,
literal.
but
You're
like,
being
I
cranky in the
know
morning.
you, but not everybody
The
who fucking watches the show knows you. So we've got to be clear.
I am being clear.
And I'm clarifying it more.
I wish I would have put fucking whiskey in my goddamn coffee. Holy shit.
Well, I think it's fucking alarmist to say that everybody's doing this and
You
like,
should be fucking alarmed. The numbers of people that are doxing people are going up. It's not going down. It started off on one side and people are trying to
being
get their
alarmed about
revenge on it. And
something
it's
that's
only going to
actually
fucking go up
happening.
if Joe Biden actually becomes president because the rightists are going to be
Okay,
fucking dramatic about it. That's how this fucking works. I don't know why you're acting like this is a surprise or that it's,
I'm not
some
fucking
secret.
surprised.
People are
I'm
going,
telling
this is
you.
going to be getting worse, not better.
Oh yeah, it probably is, but I'm not gonna fucking be telling people that everybody's fucking doing this. That's fucking
You should
retarded.
assume they are. Yes, you should assume every single
No, you
fucking
can
person is a
you should
security threat.
assume that every time you go out to a fucking protest or anything like that, that you should fucking cover your identity at this point. That's fine. But like you shouldn't
That
assume
is the
everybody's
assumption.
gonna fucking dox you because that's inviting extra conflict that's not necessary.
Strong disagree. You fucking go somewhere, you should assume that there's going to be people that are going to fucking dox you.
I just said that.
Then I
What are
don't know
you
what we're
disagreeing
disagreeing
with?
about. I don't know why
I'm
you're acting
saying
like
that
I'm
you shouldn't
incorrect on
act
this
like
shit. It's the same
everybody is
fucking
going to
thing.
dox you. You should protect yourself from doxing, but you shouldn't act like everyone's going to dox you because if you act like everybody is a doxer, then it's going to cause unnecessary
Then
conflict.
why do we have operational security? Why do we assume that everybody is a Fed before we fucking do anything with them?
Oh my god, you don't get it.
No, I think you're fucking trying to take this way too fucking literally.
I just want to clarify for people who don't fucking know us, Paxton. Not everybody who
You
watches
should
every show
assume
knows us.
everybody is a goddamn federal agent. You do not give out your private information. You don't fucking tell them that this is what you're going to be doing on this day, and you fucking continue from there until you personally fucking know them. And even then, you should be fucking concerned about it still. You don't fucking know these people. You don't
Yeah,
know what people are going to do, and you don't know what everybody's true allegiances are. You have to keep yourself safe at the end of the fucking day. If you want to trust somebody and give them your information, then you can do that.
I'm not saying go give people your fucking information. I said don't treat people like they're a like everybody who's like they're a doxer, because you're fucking gonna make no fucking connections if you treat people like that. Like
You
I
can
don't know
make
about you, but I treat people who I know are doxers like shit.
you can make communications and still have that assumption up.
I'm not gonna talk to anybody I think's a doxer. I will never fucking speak to anybody who I think might be a doxer. So if you think somebody is out there like looking at people's faces and fucking trying to fucking ask suspicious questions and shit like that, you don't talk to them at all. Period. But everybody else out there, most of the people out on the protests and stuff like that, they're just fucking people. And I think to treat them otherwise is inviting unnecessary conflict. But I mean, I guess if the episode's done, let's fucking finish it up.
Unless you have something else to add about the fucking Black Bloc.
I mean, I
That's
guess
supposed to
not.
be what you wanted to talk about.
I mean, I thought we were gonna fucking talk about when fucking Black Bloc was necessary and when it's not necessary, and like
Do you think
justified and
there's
shit like
times when
that.
it's
But
necessary and not necessary?
yeah, I do.
When
Like right now, I don't think all of the fucking violent Black Bloc shit is necessary. All of it. I don't think all of it's necessary. I think that the parts that are fucking aimed at the actual state that are fucking focused, I think they are. And I think that there have been plenty of times in the past when Black Bloc has been absolutely fucking necessary. Because peace, when you take away, when everybody fucking tries all of their fucking peaceful attempts to fucking make change and nobody's fucking listening, what else do you have left to do? Like, if there hadn't been Black Bloc in fucking Germany, we probably would have never brought the fucking Berlin Wall down.
what is the point of just not doing it though? What are the what are the downsides of doing Black
Well,
Bloc? Like
you
it
know,
seems
like,
like there's only benefits to it.
okay, well, what about the violent fucking communists running around just like attacking people's fucking houses and their businesses and shit? You think that's necessary?
They're doing that despite what the protests are about though.
That's not what they think.
Who's they in this situation? The
Like the
protesters, the
foot
media, the
soldiers and
news?
shit. The foot soldiers of those groups think that they're fucking doing something good.
I mean, we've actively been in our own in protest, like in Tulsa, for example. Everything was fine and dandy. Everybody was going through the streets and everything, and then you have people that dress in the Black Bloc that come through there. They're going to continuously do that regardless of what the protest is about, is what I'm saying.
Well, the violent communists, they're not actually protesting. They're out there to fucking cause chaos and shit. But it
Right.
is part of their political push. Therefore, to them, it is necessary. I don't fucking think it is. I think that it's not necessary because, like, they're basically attacking freedom
Would you
and
rather have a
individual liberties
communist?
and people and all sorts of shit.
Would you rather have a communist out there looting, or would you rather have a communist caught by the police?
Um, fuck communists and the police.
Well, what I'm getting at is I think it'd be more beneficial to just encourage black blocking every single fucking time. I think it'd be better to have a communist be violent and let the individuals deal with him than lets any kind of police interaction take place there. Because chances are, you get the police
Fine,
involved,
but
somebody's dog is going to get executed and a black person.
there are times when Black Bloc breaks the NAP, and I don't find that justified.
Well, anytime you're attacking private businesses, you're breaking the NAP. But again, that's whenever it should come down to the individual level. People should start taking, and this is what the communities need to do, and this is what I would argue Black Lives Matter and Antifa have not done well enough, or at all, I would argue. Um, and by at all, I mean 99.9% of the time. There's exceptions to the rule, just like it should be assumed with everything. These are not absolutes. It's called being useful with language. Um, it happens in books. Um, what happens is you will have these violent protesters come in and start attacking private businesses, and they will fucking do nothing besides say, hey, don't do that. What you need to do is grab those motherfuckers and put them down and put them on a community hold. That is what needs to happen. If you're going through the streets talking about defunding the police and all cops are bastards, and then you're unable to defend your own neighborhoods, you might want to rethink your fucking positions, or you need to actually act and do something. Stop acting like somebody else is going to do something for you, and start fucking being the leader that you're asking for the from the communities. You need to fucking stand up and be able to do that shit on your own. Stop expecting it to be done. If you are tired of the police, if you're tired of the brutality, if you think that they are not doing their jobs efficiently, then fucking lead by example. Come up with the solution, be the solution. If you see people rioting in your neighborhoods, your own fucking neighborhoods, where it's going to be damaging you, or you know that they are taking people's livelihoods away, then you need to end them. You need to fucking put those fucking people down.
Yeah, I don't argue with that. I think that's a little bit kind of specific, and we're starting to like get off towards like talking about our protests instead of Black Bloc, though.
No, that happens a
Well, because
lot.
like
That
there's
is what
plenty
you
of
are
people out
seeing
there
in the
doing
news
that shit right
consistently.
now
What
that
they are
it,
seeing is you will have these protests, and then all of a sudden it gets violent. It's not the entire fucking protest, it's select groups of people, and they watch it happen, and then the entire protest gets labeled as violent, rioting protest. If they would have fucking done something, they wouldn't have been in that situation. They need to put it down. Can you imagine the support all these groups would be getting if they would have stopped people from looting?
yeah, I don't suggest you go around just attacking Black Bloc members though, because a lot of them are fucking armed, and a
That's
lot
why
of
you
them are
should go
not
there armed.
violent. Like some of them are not violent. Like they're actual like whole Black Bloc teams that are focused on just keeping people safe and making sure they don't get arrested and making sure that and doing medical teams and shit like that. So like if you just go around attacking random fucking Black Bloc people, you're gonna end up in the wrong at some point.
I didn't say attack all of them. I said fucking if they are rioting, if they are actively looting things, then
Well,
that
I
is
know
whenever
that,
you
but
need
you
to
know
do
that
that.
people fucking take things people don't fucking think that way. If you sit here and talk about how you should fucking, like do that, people are gonna like there are people out there that will be like, "Oh, I gotta attack all the Black Bloc because I'm fucking
W-
retarded."
we can't do
And
both. We can't assume people need no police force to actively live out their days and aren't going to be fucking raping and murdering each other and also act like they're children. We can't do both.
do what? I'm trying to figure out what this NPC person's trying to say.
I think he's just an NPC.
I don't know what he. You'd have to paraphrase all that together because that doesn't make
It's not,
sense. I can't really fucking
it's not
translate it.
paraphrasing at all. I mean, the whole fucking problem is that's exactly what he's doing. It's not complete thoughts here.
Oh. Well, then do a complete sentence, baby, and we'll fucking respond to you because we don't know what you're trying to say to us. Um,
Fucking Oblivion NPCs, man. Bethesda is never gonna get their NPC dialogue right. It always just sounds just the worst.
and yeah, this is not like me going, oh, the news told me all this shit, if that's what you're trying to fucking say. Like, as I said at the very beginning of the episode, like, back in the day, I've participated in Black Bloc myself.
I think people act like Black Bloc is a organization in of itself.
Yeah, and it's not. It's not. It's just a technique. It's a technique that all sorts of fucking groups use. But anyways, like the whole like point of this episode is to let people know about that because yeah, Antifa fucking the violent Antifa groups, they fucking suck, but I mean like a lot of people here are like pro Hong Kong. And that's all that they fucking do. Like they're not doing it in black, but they're completely covering up everything that's identifiable and they're using black bloc techniques. Like
Now,
flat out
motherfuckers also need
textbook.
to cover your eyes.
Yeah, I keep
We
telling
have
people to cover your
physical
fucking
evidence
eyes.
now that
Cover your fucking
100%
eyes.
that we've
From
had
just this
people
length
that
of your face.
yeah yeah they have everything absolutely covered in all complete black. The only thing that was visible was their eyes, and they were identified. So
Yeah,
you need to make
here
sure that you have your fancy police sunglasses.
here our problem was not it hasn't been the left and the right. Our problem has been the cops and shit. Like when people would go to protests and stuff and not cover themselves at the during the George Floyd crap, they would follow them home.
Oh,
Or they would wait until they'd gotten home and they had been identified via the drones and shit, and then they would just show up at their house.
that's why
So
everybody needs to
like
be armed.
it's
Someone
definitely
stalks me to
not
my
just
house, there's going to be a problem.
people. You're gonna have to fucking worry about the cops too. Because like Paxton said, it's not cops, it's the left and the right. No, it's all of them. But I mean, I do find Black Bloc to be necessary sometimes. When peace fails, there's only one language left.
I think whenever the American system gets to that extreme where peace fails,
Uh,
it's not going to be over in
Look
a day, and we
outside.
don't have to worry about the fucking police coming back to the homes. I think that is whenever everything will be popping off.
I
But
think
I
you're
think
wrong.
it's going to take.
I think that peace has already failed and that it's fucking in its dying throes right now because
Well, that's
people are
why
already out there rioting and killing each other and shit like that. Peace has already failed.
I quoted peace failed because yeah, it's the peaceful option was out the window a long time ago, as far as I'm concerned. But the fact is that the majority don't agree on that yet. We're still the minority there.
Yeah, but they're
We'll probably
fucking
remain the
blind.
minority. Hmm?
They're blind though. I mean, people are literally out there killing each other in the streets over fucking politics and shit. I think peace may be fucking broken. Broken.
Well, I think that's exactly what is going to happen with all this stuff right now. Can you like the amount of violence and anger towards Donald Trump and his followers at the moment are at an all-time high. They think they've won. Imagine if fucking Donald Trump actually wins this shit back. They are going to actively say, and they already are. They're already trying to set the narrative that Donald Trump is trying to start a coup. So
Yeah.
he is a Nazi that is
Well, he
forcefully
may
taking over
actually
the
be
government.
starting a coup. We don't fucking know.
I mean, tomato,
And if he
tomato. I mean, if
does,
he does that,
fuck
either
him.
way.
Yeah, tyranny is tyranny. I don't give a shit what flavor it is.
But
Sorry,
that's
I'm
what I
fucking
mean,
cold.
though, is just like they're starting the narrative, and they've been doing this for a while. That's the whole, it's okay to punch Nazis type ideology. Now it's kind of going back to the right, where it's okay. They're communists or they're Antifa.
I'm gonna flat out
Um,
say if they actually are a Nazi, it is okay to punch them.
if they're a communist, it's okay to punch them.
I don't really care about communist punching. Like if they're being violent, then sure. If they're minding their own business, then I don't give a shit.
Then why is it
But I
not the
will punch
same
a
for a
Nazi.
Nazi?
Because Nazis are like their whole existence is about fucking hate and fucking getting like rid of fucking minorities and shit like that.
But
Like
voluntary, Mike.
there's no such thing as a voluntary Nazi.
There's no such thing as a voluntary communist.
Yeah, there is. They're called ANCOMs.
Oh fuck, we're gonna have to do a video about this shit too. Okay.
Yeah, we are because there's like 50 bazillion fucking
We
different
literally just
things.
had a conversation the other day about having voluntary segregation, which is exactly what the Nazis would be okay with, and as far as the NAP goes, it would be
Yeah,
okay.
but people don't do that and they're not going to do that, which means that's a hypothetical.
The same thing with fucking communism. They're saying that all this stuff is going to be happening peacefully,
Yeah, but there's a lot of fucking like
as they're actually
lukewarm
rioting and
communists
looting
out
this.
there that aren't gonna fucking do a goddamn thing. And I'm not gonna punch them. They're gonna sit at home and mouth breathe for the rest of their lives, and I don't
It's
fucking
the same
care.
thing with the Nazis. Every single fucking one I've talked to is an overweight fucking 20-year-old that has an alcohol problem, and their father never fucking loved them, and they're fucking busy fucking playing keyboard warrior.
We meet different kinds of Nazis then, because most of the ones I meet are fucking physically scary, and they spend a lot of time fucking trying to like do like the paramilitary crap. Like I fucking and then there's like fucking skin Nazis and shit like that. They're fucking I don't know. I think it's about 50-50 there. Honestly, if I saw fucking I mean like those Nazis don't fucking come out. Those communists don't really fucking come out either. There's no way you would know they were a communist or a Nazi to punch them in the first place. My cat agrees.
No, your cat just said fucking punch the commies, throw them out at the chopper.
No, he didn't. Cats are fucking communists.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are. They have absolutely no respect for personal or private property, and they think everything is theirs.
Yeah, exactly. That means they can't distribute it. They will seize the means of production. They will not redistribute the means of production.
It's only because they don't have thumbs. But honestly, I don't fucking like authoritarians. I don't fucking like I don't like statists. I'm not gonna fucking just punch a statist. But I'm pretty tolerant. Like these like there's a lot of people who are like pushing to support things that are fucking taking away people's rights all over the place, and there are people out there that consider that a breach of the NAP. Like somebody coming to try and take your or somebody trying to take your rights, that's kind of breaching the NAP.
Okay, there's a Wolf. There's a big difference between a commune and communist. Communists are not the same thing as the people leading the fucking communes. Those are fucking voluntarist. You cannot be a communist and be doing things on a voluntary level. It's not how that
Yeah,
fucking works.
if you're
Communist
like
is
an actual
authoritarian.
ANCOM and not one of these fucking trendy people that doesn't know what the fuck they're talking
I
about,
don't even believe in the and a whole bunch of bullshit. They're adding extra words to make themselves sound fan. They're voluntarists. They're mutualists.
you're being semantic.
No,
And they're
it's
not
fucking dumb
mutualist.
for them to do
Mutualism
that.
is way different than fucking ANCOMs.
They have a voluntary commune. That's their fucking goal, is it not?
It depends.
Talking semantics, okay.
And not to mention, like, their views on fucking private property and personal property is different. And, you know, like, there's all sorts of fucking shit. Like, there's different types of fucking voluntary communitarianism and communalism and shit like that. Lumping them all together like that is like lumping the whole fucking, like, libertarian right together, which is ridiculous. It's not the
Then
same.
explain the difference, Wolf. If you're just trading one word for another, there's not that much of a fucking difference. They're wanting the exact same fucking thing. They can worship a different god. It doesn't much matter. There's hardly any difference from Christians from Muslims. They're all one and the same shit. They're all traditionally conservative, that type of shit. Just because you're switching out a few words doesn't mean there's much of a fucking difference. They're exact same place on the goddamn spectrum.
I disagree.
You can disagree all you fucking want. That's what it fucking is. You can literally look at the fucking political spectrum as is. The ANCOM thing has literally just traded out where mutualism used to be.
I guess all the fucking no, mutualism involves a lot of complicated shit that doesn't fucking make sense to most people. It's not the same as ANCOMs. I'm not ever gonna fucking say that. That's fucking retarded. It
Okay.
just means you don't know what a mutualist is.
We've had videos about it, and you didn't disagree with me then. So have you
I've
read 30
never,
books since then
yeah, I've
that has
learned. I
changed your
guess I've
opinion on
fucking
that?
learned since then because, like, when I said, well, no, but when I said they were like fucking mutualists, more like mutualists, I didn't say that they were mutualists. And yeah, they are a lot more like mutualists than they are like communists. And then there's these people that are going around calling themselves ANCOMs, which are actually fucking communists that don't fucking know what anarchism is. But they're still
You can be
calling
a
themselves
mutualist and not want
ANCOMs.
a state at the same time.
You can, but you can also be a mutualist and want a state. Like they're basically minarchists, if you ask me. Mutualists are minarchists. Because they still require like a structure in order to fucking pull off minarchy. I mean, mutualism. It's not usually a voluntary thing.
It
Well,
sounds to me like you're
completely
arguing
voluntary thing.
semantics.
No, I'm
Yeah.
arguing two
If they're in
different
the
fucking
same fucking
ideologies.
quadrants that are
Okay,
like
all right.
close to one another, then you're
I
arguing fucking
disagree.
semantics.
I just flat out disagree.
I-
ANCOM
I'm
is
I'm gonna
not
fucking let you
mutualist.
disagree. You fucking find me an ANCOM and you fucking find me a mutualist, and we'll put them in the same room together and see how much they have to fucking agree upon. Because I can guarantee you, it's 99.9% of their fucking
No, it's
ideology.
not.
If there's a little
No,
bit
it's
of
not.
variance on if some of them want to state or some of them don't want to state,
It's not the same.
let's fucking find them then. We'll have the ideology battles.
Well, I've already told you that I can't get most of my fucking ANCOM friends to come on the show because they're too
What
afraid
about the
to
tanky
like
we have?
show themselves off. He's a moron. And he's not actually a tanky.
I don't
And
know
he's a
which one you're
statist.
talking about.
They're both statists. The only two tankies we know are both statists. They wouldn't fucking they wouldn't fulfill the criteria.
I'm very confused on what Wolfie is going on about. Mutualists are anarchists. Ancoms don't want to state. It sounds to me a whole lot like they're the same fucking thing. Regardless, thank you guys for joining us for the show. Please like and subscribe to the channel, share us around on the social media. Um, if you would like to help support the channel, then we have got the Cointree link below where you've got the various merchandises from us, and you can join the Subscribe Star. All that stuff helps us out a great deal and allows us to grow the channel and all that good stuff, and makes it to where Mike and I aren't having to constantly throw fucking money out
I've not put the new
and get
person
bored.
on.
Do what?
I haven't uploaded the new one yet on accident. I meant to
Oh
do that
wow.
this morning. We actually have another new person. Thank you.
Yeah,
Shadow
and
Warrior.
thanks to all of our current subscribers. It really helps us out a lot, so we greatly appreciate
I
all
think
the
that was their
support.
name. Shit.
Who was it?
But
Shadow
yeah,
Warden?
yeah, I think so. I think so.
Yeah,
I'd have to
he's
look
a
at it.
regular, so it wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. Thank you
If
guys.
you can't help financially, then you should check out the Brave affiliate link below. Joining that
Please
basically gives us
volunteer.
free. I'm getting to that. The Brave link below is going to allow you to give us free money, essentially. Staying signed up for a month is going to be giving us even more money. Brave is going to be really great because it gives you a free VPN and will also be blocking the ads on Hulu and YouTube. I'm curious to see if it's going to be blocking the ads even on the new thing that they're doing, because now it's going to be ads even on the smaller non marketable channels. So yeah, you're basically getting to say fuck YouTube because they're not going to be getting their ad revenue for it. So that's pretty great. If you don't want to do the Brave affiliate link because you hate us, then you can check out our Discord and Element links below, and we can talk about why our channel is just the absolute worst and why your opinions are lesser than mine, and or you can just talk to
Mike about things, I guess. If that's something you're inclined to do.
Yeah, I like conversation.
It's just the worst. But thank you guys very much for joining us this morning. We will see you. Is today Thursday?
Yes, we'll see
Today's
you
Thursday.
tonight with Quarryman X. It's gonna be fucking awesome. And until then, you guys fucking stay safe and nah, fuck it. Just be free. This mad coffee break is fucking adjourned.